At Arkansas Tech, we are spending March 6th through the 11th celebrating and empowering women with our Women's Week celebration. This year, we're honoring women by empowering and breaking down societal limitations with our theme of Like a Girl.
You work like a girl. That feels very, almost like you think it's weak, almost like it should be demeaning in a sense.
I think it sounds like you're telling the person that they're running slower or like they're weaker.
This is because historically, being like a girl is not something that is strong. It's used in a negative way to try to down somebody else.
To me, I think originally work like a girl meant to not work at all, to be on the sidelines whenever things got hard.
Like that's not a good thing. Like women aren't strong, like women aren't powerful. Like we rule the world, of course. Like I take that as a compliment, honestly.
And growing up, I think being around my dad and my mom both taught me that there's literally no difference at all. It just depends who you are as a person and what your preference is.
I think that it means, I don't know, that there's something in my work that resembles who I am.
Whenever I was a kid, it definitely meant weak. It meant inferior. And now the way we look at life and the way we identify women, it's changing to mean something more powerful.
We work hard too, and we're genuine, and we are passionate, and I'm really big on girls supporting girls. So when I see my girlies shine, I'm like, oh my God, yes, girl, and stuff like that. So I love being a woman, and I'll never let anyone bring me down because of it.
I think I've always had to fight much more harder for a place at the table, or prove myself, or have had been questioned for my decisions, or have been told that you cannot have that strong of an opinion.
It's been hard, especially in the military. You can't be too nice because then you'll be flirtatious to the males, or you can't be too mean or you'll be known as stuck up. And so I've had to find a perfect medium to my personality, so I think that's been my biggest challenge.
As a female, the challenges that I have experienced would be mostly in the weight room. Being an athlete, a lot of people would assume that you're not going to do as much weight as a guy can typically do. So when you're out in the world, people would rather have a guy lift something, even if that guy cannot lift as much as you. They just are seen as stronger, even if that's not the case.
As a woman, I feel like oftentimes I am underestimated. Like when I walk into the room, they automatically look towards the men in the room rather than seeing a strong, powerful woman that I am. And so I think sometimes I feel like I have to prove myself a little bit or work a little bit harder to get the same recognition as my counterparts.
I've always been compared to my female partners rather than everyone else. I was categorized by the top 20% of females rather than the top 20% of my grade.
If I were to make a new meaning for Like a Girl, I think that it would mean that you're doing a job well, that you are facing everything that comes your way with strength and with genuineness and with confidence.
I think I would want that to be personalized to everybody. I think it changes depending on where you grew up and what you've experienced. And for me, to be a girl is completely different from somebody else. But I would want them to be able to do it with confidence wherever they were.
If I could create a new meaning for Like a Girl, it would be something that would mean passionate, intelligent, and strong. And they do everything intentionally.
Strong. You're brave. Like a girl, it means power, resilience even. I think there are strong words that go with it rather than, demeaning or weak words rather.
Yeah, I would just say that the work we do is equally as important and just as hard.
Persistent, caring, and indifferent. We will stick it out and be there for each other, even if that means that it's really hard.
I like to lead when I can, and that's something that I hope the men in my life see and think, wow, she does it, any girl can do it.
The advice I would give my younger self is to be confident in who you are, and being athletic and strong isn't a bad thing. It doesn't make you like a boy. It is perfectly fine being strong as a female. And just to embrace that and to be the best that you can be and not be less just because you're being made fun of for it.
Be confident. Be confident and make good decisions. Yeah.
I would tell myself to just keep going, and even though I might be looked down on for being a certain gender, just keep being strong.
So I'd probably just tell myself to be a little bit stronger in my opinions and not be as soft-spoken. So.
You are enough. You don't have to be anyone else. You don't have to try to prove yourself to anyone else. You are enough just as you are.
Be louder. I think I was a little bit too shy and quiet. And as girls, we're kind of taught to be submissive, and I think that I would have learned so much more and got so much more experience if I was loud with what I was doing and saying.
I would say to not be scared, because I think a lot of the time I held myself back because I was scared or because I didn't think that I would necessarily fit into somewhere. And once I stopped doing that, I blossomed and went into things that I didn't think I would before.
To not be afraid to shoot for the stars, because I am happy where I'm at, and I'm glad that I've made the decisions that I've made. I'm glad I came to Arkansas Tech, and I'm glad I have the friends that I have. I'm glad I'm a part of the clubs that I'm a part of, and I work at the place that I do. Like, younger me needed to hear that it's okay to just do whatever you want, and yeah, you'll reach your goals.
And every day I just wake up every day and I feel like I'm doing something. And there are big things. And I know I'm here in this world to make big things. But when I was younger, I would not believe that. But like now I know it. And I don't know yet what it is, but I know wherever I end up in life, I'm gonna be doing big things because I'm built for big things. And I think that confidence I didn't have when I was younger.
I mean, I'm raising a daughter in this world where men have been looked at as superior, and I never want her to feel that way. I would just tell her to be proud about whatever you do and do it like a girl.